That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my zone. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the lane where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapple, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by, this is pretty cool, check this out.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything, I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
We're looking kind of professional now. I got a producer now who helps me out. He's Josh from Who Dey Nation. He is awesome. But do you believe? How do you grade the Bengals offseason now? They signed Dalton freaking Reissner. So let's see here. We signed Jamar Chase. We signed T. Higgins. We signed Mike Gesicki. We signed Noah Fant. We signed Trey Henderson. And now we signed Dalton Reissner. If they didn't get me and they got yeast on the practice squad, so maybe that might help their safety. I don't know. I'm excited. This is great. Let's get to Josh from Who Dey Nation, see what he thinks. Josh, my man, what is going on?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How you doing?
I am a little excited. I've been pounded on the desk and standing on the table for months. I want to guard. And Reissner's been sitting out there just toying with me. Like, I'm out here. Right. He's talking to Malik Wright saying, yeah, I wouldn't mind being a Bengal, blah, 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 blah. Finally, they signed him. So my question is, with everybody they signed, to me, the offseason is an A now. What do you grade it as?
I'd probably go with an A. I'm a little skeptical because with these contracts that they got done with all the stars, every one of them, they dragged their feet and probably lost out on a little bit of money.
It cost them more money. They always do that. I don't know why.
But hey, we got all of them under contract this year, and the rest of them are long term, other than Trey. So I'm ready to go. And then, like you said, we got our guard. And the cool thing is, we have depth. So this makes, which I mean, I don't know if Reissner's going to be. I think he will be, but there's a chance he might not be ready to start week one. But we got 2 weeks till. Yeah, I have a feeling he won't start week one.
He might not. But the thing is, going forward, he's your starter. You got Lucas Patrick, who's your backup center, backup guard. Rivers, who doesn't have to be forced into anything, but he's also backup guard, backup tackle. It just makes our depth that much better, I think.
Definitely. It's what it was needed, especially after the Volson injury, and then what we ended up cutting him as well, right?
Say that one more time. Volson, yes. Volson was cut, yes. Yeah, he was a injury settlements from what.
Yeah, he was probably going to go into the year as a backup, but that hurt when he went down. That hurts our depth, so we definitely needed to add somebody.
To be exact, G. Lewis says we have 8 days. Man, dude, my day's been running together trying to keep up with all the stuff going on here. So I know the Bearcats are playing Thursday. The Bengals are playing soon. In a couple weeks here, I'm going to be at the Moorline Lager House having my pregame tailgate, which you guys can get tickets still. We got to put together the. Huh?
I think it's more than 8.
Is it more
maybe
than
that's
8?
for the NFL. Maybe that's the NFL season start.
Yeah, it's the NFL season. But either way, it's soon. So if you guys want tickets, we're gonna work on this and get that up there so you guys will.
Yeah,
find it on the
I'm wearing
Facebook
this
page.
to the.
There you go, baby. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Dustin here says, despite paying more money, they're good contracts. Yeah. And that's the funny thing is everything they've done has cost themselves more money. I mean, this is what I said yesterday or 2 days ago when they signed Trey. I was excited they signed him. And people were like, well, it's not a long-term extension. I said, I'm worried about here and now this year. But the thing is, they could still sign him because they signed him. They could tag Trey. There's so much stuff
and
they
he still wants to plant his roots in one place. So like he probably would be okay with the franchise tag because it's going to give him a top 5 salary and that guaranteed money anyway. So
yeah, well, so I'm reading Crypt Keeper. He's saying something weird on here again. I don't know why is it the Latins don't like this show? Iceman. I have no idea. Oh, Ice.
Must be Raiders fans.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong. So wrong. But to me, like I said, even with them getting Yeast is for the practice squad. That's depth. I know it's on the practice squad. I guess they really like PJ Jules, so I am still a little concerned about the depth in the safety room. But all in all, man, I mean, it's nerve-wracking being a Bengals fan going through this offseason, but at least they got stuff done. And they addressed damn near every aspect. I mean, I would have liked them to gotten maybe another defensive end veteran or something like that, but we can't get everything we want. I think it's a pretty good offseason.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Good point. By the way, this man right here has been helping me out with the Facebook page and everything. So I just want to say publicly, thank you very much. You're doing an awesome job. And he's the one to put together the commercial there. So I don't have to read it every single time. So it's going to be fun. What is the game that you're looking forward to? Is it the first one? Is it the Denver game? What game you got circled?
I mean, there's a bunch. I think the Lions is probably the biggest one on the schedule as far as the best opponent on paper. But there's a bunch of big games that I think. What is it? Week 3, this Minnesota? Is that right? Or
yes, week 3. Yeah, you got the Browns and then Jacksonville and then Minnesota.
I think we have a chance to start out 2-0, and then we are going into Minnesota where Joe Burrow is going to face a basically rookie quarterback, a redshirt rookie quarterback. So
right.
I mean, we'll have to see it to believe it after the last 4 years and how we've started, but
right.
It'd be nice to start hot knowing how good this team gets come December.
I think that we could start. To me, there's no reason we shouldn't start 2-0. I mean, to be honest, look, like I said, I was saying this yesterday's show. Yeah, it's going to be a shootout against the Browns.
And how many of these Browns matchups did we go into them saying that? Oh yeah, we should get this one. Yeah,
right. Which we should. I mean, their offense sucks. Now their defense is kind of. It's kind of good. Miles Garrett's pretty good. So that part with our offensive line is a little scary. But the way this offense is clicking, dude, our offense hasn't clicked like this at the beginning of the season. I don't know when. So that's what gives me hope that we are going to be hitting the ground running.
Yep, got through a full training camp. Joe's looking good.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, and we don't have Jamar wasn't in contract negotiations. T's looking fresh, knock on wood for all of it.
Exactly.
So I'm
with
excited.
That being said, we got the man who I hope is as excited as I am. I'm too excited I can't talk right now, so the words aren't coming out of my mouth. But he is my former seat neighbor from Bengals and Brews. He is Dale Altman. That is such a sexy picture of you, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I'm a sexy guy. What can I say? Yeah, I was trying to join, and I'm like, it just kept sending me back to my own show that it ended. I'm like,
well, I said it in the group chat between you, me, Greg, and Chop, and then I said,
and I deleted that. I'm always closing stuff out.
Oh, that's why it wasn't on there.
I had to. No, that ain't why.
Oh,
you sent me my own link that I sent to you.
Right, I know. I sent the original link for my show. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Anyways, Dalton Reissner is a Bengal. I'm excited. We have depth on the O line. We have depth on the D line. We have depth on the practice squad. We have guys like Isaiah Thomas, Andrew Coker, I thought looked good in preseason. Just depth everywhere that, I don't know. I feel pretty good going into this season.
Right now, this is my thing. I'm talking about what grade do you give this offseason. Right now, to me, it's an A. I mean, I would have liked an actual, I would have loved that to add a little bit more depth to the safety room and maybe a veteran end would have been nice. But that's an A+ if you do those two. What do you think?
I'm fine with an A. And you know what? It's that time of the year where every fan of whatever team you're a fan of, you should be excited.
Should be.
Because
if you're not excited now, when are you going to be excited?
Yeah. Like the year we went to the Super Bowl, a lot of people didn't think we were going to the Super Bowl. We were just hoping to make a playoff.
Exactly.
Joe Burrow's coming off an injury. How's that going to look? How good? Jamar Chase, he couldn't catch a pass in the preseason. Oh, my God. Is he a bust? We should have taken Penei Sewell. And then we beat the Vikings in week 1. Jamar Chase catches that deep touchdown before halftime. And everyone's thrilled, excited, vibes are high. We make it to the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs and should have won the damn thing if it wasn't for the refs.
Should have won it. I still remember the game where we beat the Chiefs. You, me, and Dale are just – you mean Dale. You, me, and Arrow are freaking going nuts. Yeah, there's two of you. Josh, you got anything? What you got anything to add on to that there?
Do you think that before the season starts, we take a swing on a safety just because you got what's his name's out for a few weeks and we need some depth there? Or?
I don't. I think they really like PJ Jules. I think he's a guy who lives in the facility from everything they've said. And he will just knock the piss out of people. And I kind of respect that about him. And I think we need a little more nasty on the defense and on special teams. And I think he's earned that job. I think his job's safe. And then they can reevaluate in week 4, even when Dejan is eligible to come off of injured reserve. But I also don't think Justin Simmons is that guy. And that's pretty much what's left out there. So to me, I think it is what it is. Jeff Sky, Tyson Anderson. If Geno Stone's not ready, Jordan Battle doesn't look like the right guy, then Tyson Anderson, who I'm going to remember his name, I only forget it when I'm on a show with him. Tyson Anderson has a chance. No, I will never forget that.
Said the wrong name. All right,
I called him Dejan Anthony.
Anthony. Yes, I remember.
It was space.
Well, the thing is, and I heard it, and I just kind of rolled on past it. And you see Tyson going, Dejan.
Dale, it's normally Jeff doing that.
Yeah. I mess up a lot. All right, Samuel.
I may have been intoxicated on some rum.
That's rum, Dale.
May have had a leak in my ceiling and just drowning my sorrows. And
so Samuel here says, I don't know where he got this from. It might be right. He said our offensive line was ranked 6th best during the preseason, but no one's talking about that. Do you know anything about that, Dale?
Like preseason grades, or
I guess. Well, I saw something Fox put out there that Joe Burrow was a preseason MVP, and Bengal goes, "Is this for real?" I'm like,
I mean, maybe if that's true, that's a good sign for our depth at offensive line. But it's been a lot of backups.
I couldn't agree more. You're playing backups in these games. The backups are playing. I can't believe in it until I see it with the starters. But I will say we did play the starters, and guys like Ted Karras looked good. Orlando Brown looked good. Mims looked like he could make the Pro Bowl. And Dylan Fairchild looked like a really damn good left guard.
Yes.
And honestly, against Washington, Lucas Patrick looked good. I still think with the Dalton Reissner signing, Lucas Patrick is your week 1 starter in Cleveland because it's just so soon,
Right.
And we'll see after that. And Jalen Rivers has looked good. Once they moved him to guard after that first preseason game, he looked pretty good in the second game. The third game, I thought he looked like he settled in and really got the hang of it. He played left guard, left tackle. So it's like, he's guard tackle. He didn't really play right guard. So he's just now learning to play on the right side at guard. And he looked like that's where his home could be for a lot of years.
Yeah, that's what me and Josh talk about that before you started, because we got 8, 9, less than 10 days till the season starts. I'd be shocked if Reissner starts right off the bat. But either way, it's depth. And you and me talked about this before. If they sign Reissner, that makes Patrick your backup guard center. Rivers, who doesn't have to be thrown into it. He's your backup right tackle. Cody Ford. This is honestly, I think this is the deepest offensive line we've had in the Joe Burrow era, to be honest.
My one complaint or concern, I guess, would be your depth at offensive tackle. You're basically saying it's Cody Ford if anyone gets dinged up and needs to go off the field, and I don't think that's great.
It's not great.
He looked pretty good doing that last year. To be fair to him, especially on the left side when he had to fill in for Orlando, he looked pretty good at left tackle, which was surprising. But I would not want it to be down to like, oh, now Reissner's playing at tackle again, or not Reissner, but Rivers is playing at tackle again.
Yeah. That could be if they're thrown into it, he's going to have to probably.
Let's just hope everyone stays healthy. Mims is my biggest concern, honestly, just from his history.
That every year you need health. I mean, that's every year here. Let's see. March here says, "What's your opinion about being in Justin
bringing in Justin Simmons?
Why can't I read bringing in Justin?
Well, because it doesn't say that. I'm translating. Martin Jimenez's comment here.
There you go. Go ahead. Bringing in Justin Simmons. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe if it was a month ago, but not at this point. And I think people I know Geno Stone's a little banged up right now, but people don't realize that last year he was being used entirely differently than he was being used in Baltimore, where he had all his success. I think with the change of defensive coordinator. Him starting to play the guy's strengths, the read and react style of defense. Maybe Geno can bounce back and be that guy that we decided to pay. In Baltimore, he was kind of a center fielder. And then here we told him we need you to come up and cover the run and make tackles and stuff. And that just wasn't what he was good at. So I think you can see a big swing in that situation.
Now, one thing I know, I read this on Charlie's chalkboard on Substack. If you guys ever read it, he puts out Charlie Goldschmidt puts out a ton of content on there. And one thing that I read in there, what I thought was really interesting, I quote tweeted it today on Twitter, where Al Golden didn't just take his Notre Dame playbook, go bam, here, this is what we're doing. He went and got a whole bunch of different coaches, and then they all came together and kind of decided together how they're going to run this defense. And I can't remember what coach this was from, but this guy was like, we all want to be defense coordinators. We're all very, very, we're here where our feet are, but we're all very excited to be here. And you want guys who want to step up and want to move on, because those are the guys that are going to give you all their effort. So that's where I'm really curious how this defense is going to look. I don't think it's going to look as bad as it has. I think we got too much talent on this defense, and because we haven't seen it, but Dan, we've talked about this, to be first, second round picks on this defensive side of the ball to not improve. They have to.
I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out soon, because if they can't do it against Flacco and Cleveland's offense, then I'm going to hit the panic button immediately. But you got to give them that grace, and I'm not giving them that grace from the preseason games. I'm going to give it from training camp, because there was some basic stuff they wasn't doing. So you can have the scheme dumbed down all you want, but if you're not aggressive, you're not physical, you're not filling the gaps the way you're supposed to, that's still a concern.
That's the part that's concerning, is them not doing the basic stuff, the tackling, being in the right gaps. Was a concern.
But I do think you saying that, I had not read that. I had not heard that. Yeah, but it makes me think of even like the cornerback coach that was at Notre Dame, and that's like Mike Mickens. Played for Cincinnati, I believe, and we were like, oh, maybe they bring him in for a cornerback coach, but they got rid of Burks this year, and I think they elevated him to like a co-defense coordinator role.
Yeah.
Either way, he let him go in there probably. Their defensive backs are so good, and they got a lot of young talent, Leonard Moore, Christian Gray, and those guys. You saw Xavier Watts, who's going to probably start next to Jesse Bates this year. A lot of good talent from Notre Dame in that defensive backfield. If you hand those guys those key and you listen to your coaches, I mean, Al Golden was that guy here the first go-around when we went to the Super Bowl. He was the linebacker coach, but he was calling stuff on third down. So him having that freedom to do that here may be why he's doing that now that he's the defense coordinator. He realized how valuable that is and how much maybe someone in that position group sees something that he's not as the overall defense coordinator. And all that can do is make the entire unit of the defense better.
Yeah, I've never heard of a coach doing that, saying, let's come together. Not that they figured it all. I'm sure Al Golden had a guideline of what he wanted to do, and they have their own thumbprint on it, which that gives them ownership of it. So I like that. I gotta get to Easton's comment here. He says, "Sorry, Jeff, it's Who Day on Sunday, but Thursday it's Go Big Red." All guys say is,
okay. I was like,
UC. Let's go Bearcats.
The Buckeyes, they don't play.
They don't play on Saturday.
The big scarlet and gray.
Yeah, OH.
Oh.
I gave you
know.
OH.
I know.
That was terrible.
I said at the end of my show, though, like if I had to put money on it, I'd probably put it on Texas. They owe Ohio State one, and they're really good. But
they're really good.
I hope
Arch
I'm wrong.
Manning, baby. Arch
I hope I'm
Manning. We'll see. Andrew here says, all good news this week. Fairchild graded. Mitch getting signed. Trey getting re-signed. Now Reissner. Oh, plus Burrow's preseason MVP. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. I've never seen it before.
what he was named that?
Yeah, Fox Sports tweeted out Burrow was preseason
Hey.
MVP.
Maybe I should do preseason awards now that I'm writing for Cincy Jungle, right? Like preseason awards. Like, no, I'm not doing that. That's insane.
If they're gonna do that award, they should like be giving it to like a non like bona fide starter in the NFL. Give it to a guy that's like, the dude fighting to make the roster somewhere. Like,
Right.
Also, someone's trying to hit on Josh in the comments. I saw.
Oh yeah, who's trying to hit on?
Yeah, they said they were just here for the hot guy in the middle.
Oh, well, this one
probably my
right
wife.
here? That girl?
It was.
Probably
Yeah.
his wife, yeah. She's always hitting on him. She's like all over him Saturday Bengals game. I'm like, calm down.
I wish my wife still liked me like that. You know what I mean? She's like, get away from me. Like,
it's the beard he's trying to get. He's trying
my
to
wife cleaned the house Saturday because I took both kids to the preseason game. Like that made her excited that no one was here to bother her.
Like,
She was happy.
Well, my wife lost me on Saturday because Jeff stole me for about 45 minutes.
I had the whole second half. We sat down by Cap and Hubei. Taylor Stout. I almost said Taylor Swift. Taylor Stout. We are so back. What an offseason. I've got more hope than what's probably healthy. I don't care. Who Dey? Hey, I'm with you, dude. That's kind of the way I was like this Monday. I was like this. I'm like, damn, you got to go on my show. This is awesome. Like this, especially the guard, dude. We've been talking about this. I'm like, I don't know what. Like I said, this is where I think Reissner. I don't think he wanted to go through training camp. I think that's evident now that he waited so long before he really started making visits. And did you see? I started following his wife on Twitter. She did a video where she had the Bengals jersey already ready to go, and I'm like, they had to do something. They wanted to come here.
That's 66 available, or
somebody
in preseason had it, but probably not now.
Yeah.
I think it was Andrew Rahm. It was the center that got cut. So
okay.
It is available. He'll probably be that. But man, I still want a guy to be 69.
right?
She said, I kidnapped you. I did. I was like, come on, Josh. I was like, you want to go be Bengals captain? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So we went over there. KP from KC, they pulled us in now. Let's get it done, O-line.
It's true. KP, you are 100% right.
And then
Well, I usually have some cautious optimism about everything with the Bengals, and I'm all the way in right now. I'm all the way in.
And I agree with this. He's like best O-line of Burrow's career. I can't argue with that.
And wide receiver group too.
And wide receiver group. I mean,
the depth alone for the O-line, like, it's not just the start. Even if Lucas Patrick is your starting right guard, but you can say it's Dalton Reissner, but you can say it's Jalen Rivers. And then Cody Ford has played at least serviceable
he played
at
good
four
last
positions.
year.
At
Right,
four positions. So
yeah, he played good last year. So I mean, that's where I was okay with bringing him back as a backup. I didn't really want him to start. I thought he did okay as a backup here. Now,
well, even like our practice squad depth, Jeff. Andrew Coker, like I said, played well. Seth McLaughlin.
Talk a little bit about that.
Coming
You're
off
talking
of
about the show.
Like,
Yeah, Seth McLaughlin, and then you also they retained Isaiah Rodgers too. So,
or Willie the receiver.
No, Isaiah Rodgers, the defensive end. He had a pretty good preseason.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
Yes, Isaiah Thomas, the bad boy. He's a bad boy because Pistons. But yeah, he was incredible. I clipped up his game. That last game he had was awesome. But he flashed in the 2 games before that. Kid out of Oklahoma. The Browns drafted him, I think, originally in like the 7th round. He's been more on practice squads, but I'm like, man, I feel good about the fact that we have him. If there's any injuries, to come in as defensive end as a call-up from the practice squad.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many positions. Jean Meta, Joe Giles Harris at linebacker. Any of those guys could have made most teams 53. We've got them on our practice squad, in my opinion.
That's why I'm almost like with the
that
way you can put veterans on the practice squad now. Like, I'm almost on board with just for a few weeks bringing in Mike Hilton and just like if we need him to some reps at safety, just letting it fly.
I still think he'll end up with the Colts. Like,
yeah, that would make
he
sense.
was going there for a bit. I think he was going there for a visit. So,
hey, Gregory's got a member for us. Remember Hopkins, Spain, and Cameron and Jonah? That was our Super Bowl offensive line.
Yeah,
Isaiah Prince.
Yeah. Like
all 5 of those guys aren't in the NFL anymore or something.
Something like that.
Or 4 out of 5.
I think Jonah still is. I think he's
Jonah.
I think he's still with the Cardinals. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, God, just say it. If this offensive line is actually legit, and
We almost won a Super Bowl with that. No.
Right. And Joe Burrow has actual time to throw the ball, and we got gaps to run the ball. Our offense is going to be freaking awesome.
To be fair, what we need is a defense that gets turnovers at opportune moments because that helped us get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. That's the thing is, like I think I said this on yesterday's show. What got us to the Super Bowl was our defense. It wasn't our offense. Now it's going to be vice versa this year. Our offense is going to be the juggernaut that's going to get us there. But our defense has got to make plays and be opportunistic. And I do think that's what Al Golden wants to do, be that ball-hawking defense that we were before.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Go ahead, Josh.
I've been saying this forever, like all this offseason. This defense just has to be at, like, top 20. That's right. That's all. Like, the offense is, the offense is right there where, like, they could almost run away as the best offense in the league. But, we'll see how it plays out. But they're going to be one of the best offenses in the league. And the defense just has to be top 20. I think I saw this stat that in the 5-0 stretch last season, over that span, the defense was 18th in the league. Right. And we were 5-0. So that literally is like, straight proof of it. Obviously, during that stretch too, things changed. Sam Hubbard went down for the season. They started playing more backups, more young guys. They were playing looser, not doing as much of the strict systematic ball that Lou was calling, and it worked. That's why I kind of see the upswing of this defense this year and the potential of it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you have to go? What time you got to leave, Josh?
I got a few minutes. I got 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Just if I go past it, just say, hey, I got to go. I'll let you get out of here. There was wait, hold on. Bengal Rick, are you hanging out with Troy Walters? Because you keep saying Troy Walters says Who Dey. So I'm curious. You keep posting that. So are you hanging out with him or what's going on here? Now I like this. This is what I'm kind of saying about G. Lou here says Burrow's going to have at least 2.5 seconds to throw the ball. Dude, that's what I'm saying. If he gets that, and then you have Chase Brown, who I think has a very good chance to break James. He damn near did it last year. James Brooks' all-time yardage from scrimmage record. You add him to this. This could be the best running game that Joe Burrow's had. This is definitely the best offensive line he's had. This is the best wide receiver group. This is the best tight end group he had. I mean, just think if we had Eric All on here too. That would be freaking awesome. But but still, I mean, everything is pointing in the right direction. And Josh, everybody's happy. Everybody's paid. I mean, yeah, Trace doesn't have his long-term contract, but he's getting $30 million freaking dollars.
Yep.
That makes the guy happy. All they got to do is concentrate and stay healthy and win the Super Bowl. There's no more distractions. It's done. It's over. There's no.
Well, I was going to say, like, if you, and I said this on our show, Bengals and Bruce, shameless plug, to start the show, I was like, I have to give the front office a lot of praise. And normally I can be a hater, a realist, whatever people want to use that term as. I say what I see, and maybe it's not always correct in how I feel because I'm reactionary, hothead September kid.
No, not you, never.
But if you went back in time to right before March started and free agency and the items they needed to check off the list, signing Jamar, signing T long-term, getting Trey under contract, bringing some guards in through the draft and free agency, improving your defensive tackle depth with even guys like Howard Cross and Eric Gregory, to be honest, who flashed a lot. They've just kind of hit
everything.
Every one of those on the list that it's hard not to give them credit.
I mean, the thing is, that's what I kind of just try to tell everybody. Like, that's where I'm like, how do you grade them? It has to be, to me, it has to be an A. No, is it the way we wanted it? I mean, back in March, I'm freaking the F out going, we let our guards go and we don't have anybody. You know, I'm like, Bengals, you're killing me here. You're making me drink and making all these silly videos and stuff. But you got Fairchild, who looks like a freaking absolute beast. You got Dalton Reissner and Patrick. So both, one of them is going to be able to be your right guard and hopefully play it at a pretty, I think, pretty high level. I mean, we'll see it happen.
Yeah, between those guys, they've got like over 100 NFL starts. So
right. So I mean, that's better than what we've ever had in the Joe Burrow era. So yes, you have to give the front office credit. Now, why they do stuff the way they do, because all they've done is cost themselves more money, but it's not my money. So I just want them signed. I don't care how much money it takes to get them. I just want it done. So
I'll go check on my dog / piss. I mean,
okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So that's where I'm like, yeah, everyone's, and the thing that kills me, Josh, is the national media will never give the Bengals credit. They won't. They're like, oh, well, you know, they cost them somebody this way. They did that.
I don't know how they're not talking about this offense more. I mean, the possibilities.
Because all they keep talking about is the defense and how bad that is.
Are endless. You can run a 5 wide with 3 guys that are 6'4", 6'5", and Jamar Chase. Like, right. You know, like where you have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki, and then you rotate out and put in Chase Brown, Yoshevus, you know, like all these, you know, Burton and Charlie Jones and who's the new guy on the block?
Tinsley.
Tinsley, yeah. And he's got a ton of talent, like we saw with those touchdown casts. It's just it. And then you go even further into the offensive depth with like at backup running back, we got Samaje. I think it's like this perfect setup with Samaje where like he's going to be the running back 2 this year, and then you're going to get Taj Brooks as running back 2 by the year after, basically, and he's going to learn from Samaje, who's a perfect role model for him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's not a lot of the thing that they're going to bang on is the way the defense looked in this preseason, and yeah, it didn't look good, but that's all they got. Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, the way they look terrible. They got to look a lot better. But
plus people are pointing to like, all right, don't get me wrong, love Sam Hubbard, and I'm happy for what he did for us with the Bengals. But people are acting like the subtraction of Sam Hubbard is going to impact this defense poorly, and he was done. That's why he retired. He wasn't good last year. So like replacing his snaps with something that's more effective than that is going to make a big difference on the other side of Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, like a guy named Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, one of the best run defenders in college football last year, and he's been knocking down passes in camp all training camp and just giving guys fits.
And the thing is, too, we talked about this on yesterday's show. We actually might be able to have a NASCAR package. We got Shamar Stewart on the inside, maybe Miles Murphy on the inside, Osai on the outside, Trey on the outside. I'm here for it.
Yeah, not Miles. You can slide Shamar in, but Miles. I don't know if Miles should slide inside.
That's what Joe Farsing suggested yesterday. I'm like, really? I'm like, hey, if you can do it, I'll take it. Dale, do you think there's any chance they move Miles inside sometimes?
I think they could move him inside, but I think Stewart will definitely be the one they do with more. And having B.J. Hill and McKinley Jackson, I don't know if he's in the doghouse or what's going on with him. But Chris Jenkins is going to play a lot. I mean, Al Golden's praised him. Everyone's praised him. So you're going to see a lot of Chris Jenkins. I know he's not known as a pass rusher, but I think he's going to be in there a lot when Slayton's out of the game.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Bengal Rick.
Yeah, and Stewart's the kind of guy that he's got this frame that, like Myles Garrett, he can eventually fill out and be a jacked 285, 290 because he's 6'5" with really long arms and legs, and he's ripped. So
I just can't wait. I've said this before about Stewart. I can't wait to see how soon they start moving him. You know, is it going to be week 1? Is it week 2? I mean, week 1, you just put your fingers in the dirt and go get the quarterback, make it easy on them? Or
it's going to be interesting. I think that because they can move Trey around too, and I think that it just gives them the option to they can find the weak spots, and like if Shamar finds some success against one guy, let him just go at him for the next 15 snaps.
Yeah, but I mean,
I was just going to say, I definitely think you'll see Shamar beside BJ Hill on the inside on third downs with Trey Hendrickson, and then it's honestly, I think you could see Osai or Murphy, like who's playing better, who's rushing the passer better. I think Stewart will kick in on those third downs quite a bit because we've seen it in preseason. So I think they're planning on that.
Yeah, no, Osai's got a lot to play for. He signed a 1-year deal, so he's basically in a contract year again.
Same thing with Trey. that's what, to me, that's the exciting thing. It's like he's got incentive to play for this year. Right. And I'm kind of with Choppy said, when have they ever moved Trey around? I don't know if they're going to move him around or not.
Well, they can flip him sides.
Yeah, flip sides.
Have they even done that?
Slide inside, really, but
yeah, I know that. Why not? But when have they ever done that? He's always been on the same side.
A little bit. You see it a little bit.
It's not a lot, but he's moved before.
And I would do it more, honestly. And
I'm not against
because it's like, get your best pass rusher on the worst pass protector and let him eat.
That was one of my complaints last year, that they wouldn't do that because he was our only pass rusher. Why don't you move him around more?
Right, you go put him on the worst pass rusher, and then they got to force the double team to that side, and then Shamar's going to get his licks.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, I hope they do that, but they just I guess they have moved it, but
we have hope. We have hope to see things like that more, though, because we have a new defensive coordinator.
Yes. And that's the thing is we're going to see different stuff. And one thing I think too is I don't think we're going to be stuck with. I don't trust rookies. I want this veteran out here who clearly has lost a step. I'm going to keep playing him over and over and over again, like Lou did with. Sorry, Sam. I love you, Sam, but you clearly lost a step last year. And we might be seeing this with Logan Wilson because there's a lot of people saying Logan Wilson in the preseason looks like he's lost a step up, and we might see that might be the move.
I'm hoping Logan bounces back. I think he will.
I hope so too.
We're all hoping that.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things. Like if a guy isn't playing well, are they going to be quicker to put somebody else in and see what they can do? Because that is something Lou wouldn't do. And safety position was a prime example with guys like Nick Scott and Von Bell 2.0, I guess, or negative 2.0, whatever you want to call it. When it came back, just wasn't the same guy he was the first round here.
Well, fortunately, we might have hit on 2 linebackers this draft. So,
I think we did. Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. We might have hit on a lot of draft picks this year. A lot. I mean, there's 4 that I think are going to get playing time. Obviously,
over the last 2 years, we might have 4 offensive linemen that are eventual starters.
Right. Yep. Right. So you got Shamar Stewart, you got Fairchild, and then the 2 linebackers. There's 4 right there. I mean, those guys are going to get playing. Barrett Carter's going to get playing time. At least he better because he's looked really freaking good.
He will.
Yeah, I can see him in on packages, where he's spying the quarterback because he did that at Clemson. He's so athletic. He's a former running back in high school.
Now
I can see we're playing the Ravens. We're playing the Ravens, and you see a lot of Barrett Carter spying him like we seen a few years ago when Al Golden was here. You seen it with Akeem Davis-Gaither.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ethan here has got a question. He says, the question is the secondary any better now that the D-line might actually get pressure?
I think so. So people were killing the secondary last year, and rightfully so. But when you have a defensive line that cannot get pressure on the quarterback and cannot stop the run, everything else folds behind it. You have quarterbacks. What was the Commanders game where he sat in the pocket and was getting like 3.5 seconds
you can make a sandwich
per drop back. Yeah, you can just hang out back there. And any quarterback in the league is going to pick you apart if you can't get pressure on them. Jalen Hurts did it to us. There was multiple examples last year where it happened.
Yeah, I said that over and over and over again because that was one of my things. People were like this offseason. People were like, we got to really improve that our cornerback room. I said, actually, our cornerback room is pretty good. I said, you get pressure on that quarterback where he can't just stand around there and do it because you can only cover a guy for so long. Even Deion Sanders could only cover a guy for so long.
And I think Cam Taylor-Britt's going to have a bounce back year too.
That is what I was thinking, Josh, that whole time. I was just thinking about it. It really does boil down a big part of it. I expect Dax to be really good in the slot corner role because it's what he was at Michigan. I don't think DJ Turner or Josh Newton, whoever ultimately ends up kind of winning the outside corner job, but it boils down to Cam Taylor-Britt. Can he be that shutdown number 1? And there was flashes of it through camp. Maybe we just didn't see it in the preseason games because he didn't really play in them or play very much or get action his way. But if he gets back to what he was 2 years. He had a down season. There's no way around it.
On an all-pro trajectory.
Yep.
Remember when he was?
And he's in a contract year. He has millions and millions of reasons to get back to that level of play this season.
Shut down DK Metcalf so bad that DK wanted to fight him.
Yeah, I remember that. The other one I like. People keep forgetting about Dax Hill. I think Dax, as long as that knee is healthy, I've said this before, that there's 6 games where he played, he looked really good at corner. And that's the orange sunglasses in me wants to sit there and say those guys can be 2 shutdown corners, which I'm not sitting there saying they will be, but they have a chance to be 2 really good corners, I think, in Dax and Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, Dax is so versatile that, he can basically be he could be at a safety type spot. He could be at a linebacker type spot. He could be blitzing off the corner. He could be guarding a guy on the outside, like an outside corner. He's that versatile that you can mix and match your looks too, that the quarterback doesn't know where this guy is, what that guy is when they're moving him around pre-snap. So I think
disguises are going to be a big part of this defense. So
that's why I can't wait to see what they are.
Or you won't see them because they'll be disguised.
John Cena.
Can't see. Since last year, baby. Freaking love that guy. KP from KC. When you have a pass rush, nobody remembers the corners. Who remembers the corners on Eli's Giants team? Good point.
That's a good point.
I don't. They had a tremendous front four on those Giants teams. I would love to have a front four like that. If our guys develop into that,
right?
Well, that'd be awesome. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think our defense is going to play better, a lot better. I do think we're going to get pressure on the quarterbacks. So let's go roll to the beginning of the season here for the last little bit. Josh, you still good on time?
I got to go here in a minute or two. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you answer this real quick here.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, this whole offseason, other than getting players in there and filling the gaps and holes, is getting off to a good start. I expect us, and I'll be pissed off if we're not 2-0 going into Minnesota. There's a very good chance I think we could be 3-0 because Minnesota's got a rookie. It's still a rookie. I know it's a second-year quarterback, but he's still a rookie.
I don't believe in him. I could be proven wrong. I'm not a JJ, and that's not even being a Ohio State fan. I just didn't think he was a good quarterback prospect. No, I didn't think he was a good quarterback prospect. We'll see.
What do you think? Do you think that what's the prospects of the Bengals actually starting off fast this year? Josh, I'll let you go first.
I think they have every opportunity to change that narrative. What has it been like the last 4 years where we started at least like 0-2, 1-2, 1-3.
Every year Burrow's been in the league.
Every year, yeah. And so obviously they had a little different focus. They got starters in the preseason, some reps. Joe looks laser sharp, which is a totally new narrative for the start of the season. Normally he's dealing with something, or he hasn't gotten practice reps, and he just doesn't have it. What we see in December out of Joe. Which if we start the season with December Joe Burrow, then it's game on. It is. At that point, you're going to start off well. I think it's big with our schedule. Like we have the opportunity. I think we have the opportunity to go 3-0, and then you have on the full back end of the schedule at the very end where you have Arizona and Cleveland at the end of the year. So you can get 5 wins at the front and the back of your schedule, and then figure it out in the middle. It's not a bad setup.
Sounds pretty good to me. And hopefully the last game of the year against Cleveland won't matter. And then Cleveland will be like, oh, we own you guys. We didn't give a shit. We didn't need the game.
Right. And that'll be a Jake Browning game.
Right, exactly. All right, Josh, I'll let you get out of here on that. Tell everybody where they can follow you, find you, and anything else you want to promote before I let you go.
Yeah, sure. So I admin the gigantic cesspool Who Dey Nation on Facebook. About 140,000 members. It's pretty crazy in there. I also run my WDN Today page. That's Who Dey Nation Today. It's more of my personal, just creating content and conversations there. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you use social media, really.
And he lives in Cincinnati now. They moved back up from Florida. So by the end of the year, I expect your beard to be as big as Cap. All right.
That's the plan. Yeah. This is the longest the beard's been going into the season. So I'm ready.
There you go. Well, you look like a man. I love it. All right, Josh. Appreciate it, brother. Who Dey?
Who Dey?
See you, man.
All right. So, Dan, what's your thoughts on this? On them starting out?
I'm with Mike Madden. That's the whole time I'm sitting here stewing, and then I see Mike's comment, and I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Mike. Beat Cleveland. I don't want to look ahead. I know.
But that's what you do on these shows. You look ahead.
I understand, but we do this every year. And then there's always these games. There's always these Mike White games that the Jets beat you even in your good seasons.
Mike Flight White.
And there's it's like you can't, because things change so quickly in the NFL due to injuries, due to this, due to that. It's impossible to predict. I know that that's part of doing these shows. I understand that.
You got to put it out there, baby. Wow.
No, I refuse. I refuse. No, I refuse.
Right.
I refuse.
Right. So
I want to start 1-0. I want to beat
right.
Cleveland.
All right. I'll put you another way.
You're making me rip a heater. Fine, we'll start 3-0. I'll say it without my face on here. 3-0.
Okay, there you go. 3-0. Well, how do you feel about the way that Zach has handled this offseason and training camp, everything, ramping them up with Joe Burrow playing and made it through the whole preseason, not hurt? And Joe's even said this is the best that he's felt since his rookie year. With that right there, that's got to give you confidence going into the season. I mean, that's to me, I think they've handled this very well. What's your thoughts on the way Zach has changed up training camp and the way the offseason has went?
Yeah, I think that's good, mostly for the offense. I think Zach's an offensive guy. Jury's still on the defense.
Right.
I thought maybe the defense should have even got a series in the last game, but we will find out in Cleveland. And actually, we won't, because honestly, even if we look good against Cleveland, I don't think I could be like, oh, our defense is great.
Yeah,
but if we
Cleveland.
look bad against Cleveland, I could say, oh, we're in trouble for defensively, you know.
All right, yeah, true. So let's just say we go in there and we kick Cleveland's ass, and then you go to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville is a tough game, but we still come out winning. Do we still sit there and say, well, our defense is fake? I don't know. What's the game?
I will say this. I think Jacksonville has a better offense than Cleveland. I would feel good if the defense. When I talk about these things, I don't even consider the offense. I expect Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, them guys to be great because I've just watched it for so long of them being great and Burrow being healthy, the full camp, everything that you guys talked about, I agree with. Like, there's no reason that our offense shouldn't be on fire.
Right. Yeah.
All season. I expect that. But the defense, I do think Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence, say what you want about him, but Brian Thomas is a really good draft pick for them from last year as a rookie at wide receiver. Travis Hunter, I don't know where he's playing, what he's doing.
All over.
But they got Travis Etienne. They've got some weapons at running back. I think if our defense shuts down Jacksonville after shutting down Cleveland, after 2 weeks, I will be ecstatic heading into week 3 against Minnesota, saying we'll do the same damn thing to JJ McCarthy.
All right. So what we're saying here is we're going to not only be 3-0, but we're going to have 3 straight shutouts.
Yeah. We're not giving up a single point going into week 4.
While you're talking, sir, I was cracking up at Jolly's. Says my wife wants to take Joe's picture with no shirt on to my face, and he's okay with it.
That you should be. Honestly, you will probably get the best head job you've ever gotten in your entire life, Joe.
Oh, my goodness.
Just saying.
Oh, God, I had to read that. Tony Blazin, I'm looking over Cleveland. Remember last time?
Not looking. I think
Cleveland, the first game of the season, they made Deshaun Watson look like an MVP quarterback. Let's let that happen again. But you also got to remember that's what Joe is dealing with that calf too.
But there's always weird weather. We've had some weird weather in some of those games. You just never know. We're in Cleveland. You never know what they'll cook up.
The point to this,
the whole world could be on fire again.
It could be right now. As of 6/19, Wednesday, August 27th, the Bengals are healthy. So if they go into the game healthy, we should win. I just don't see how. Who does Cleveland? Yeah, their defense is good, but our offense is excellent. That's why I'm calling our offense the elite. That they are the elite of the NFL. Nobody should be able to touch our offense. We should outscore freaking everybody. I mean, it should be the greatest show on turf, dude. Honestly, This is the talent we have. On paper, we'll see what happens. But
no, I
call me a homer, but
disagree.
it's true. This is not being a homer. It's go look at the talent.
I just need to see the defense look competent. Get off the field. Don't go games without teams punting or having one punt the entire game. Wait, please.
Just shut them out. It'll be easier. Just to let them score and don't have to worry about it. I mean, why would you do that every time? You know, it's like
a pick 6 or 2. That would be nice every now and again. Like, man, that would be good.
That'd be great.
And I think Cam Taylor-Britt will be that guy. Geno Stone getting an interception or 2 would be huge. Being back to that Baltimore, as Josh mentioned earlier, being back to that player that's playing that high safety role and getting interceptions. I'm okay with it. Yes, it's okay, Crypt. You can have one.
Holmes here. Still worried about play calling. Please don't abandon the run after 9 or 10 attempts. Sprinkle in some play actions. Make the pass game more dangerous.
It's a good point.
It's a good point. But I mean, Chase Brown, when he became the number 1 guy, they ran the ball more, a lot more with him on there. And I get your point, Holmes. I'm not.
Yeah, because if they do it, that's when
Right.
How are you going to stop this offense if you can establish the run? Right. How do you stop this offense at all?
Exactly. That's where I do think that is going to happen just because of what I saw from Chase Brown. And I know Josh said that Samaje is going to be RB2. I really think Taj Brooks is going to be RB2, to be honest.
I do think Samaje will get that, and we'll all probably be bitching about it. But because it's still Zach Taylor as the head coach, the offensive main guy. And I think that he has a lot of trust. But I hope they've seen enough out of Brooks that they give him some carries and let him just go in there and bolt. Because after Chase Brown breaks off a 20-yard run, give me Taj Brooks that'll just run through somebody's face. Like, that is exciting to me.
Well, that's the thing. They gave Taj Brooks a lot of looks in preseason. So that's where I'm thinking they might be, let's see what this kid can do. And they might now, if he goes out there and fumbles the ball right away –
Right, yeah.
That's the thing. He can't make the mistakes. If he doesn't go out and do that.
To be fair to him, through college, everything, that kid had so many carries. He does not do that a lot. Right. Now, I hope I didn't just jinx him.
Right.
But.
I might have too, because I'm the first one that said it. But I mean, that's the thing is that's just for me looking at how much opportunity they gave him in preseason. That to me bodes well to thinking they're going to give an opportunity during the season. And that's that they won't give Samaje any. I mean, I think it's going to be Samaje, and then Taj is going to have to take it. But I think they are looking for him to do that. Does that make sense to you from what I saw? I don't know.
Yeah, no, and it should. That's how it should be. Right. I'm just worried from past experiences that they're not going to give that younger guy the looks earlier like they should have, because that's the same thing with Chase Brown. You know, he should have been getting more earlier than he did. And I just have this vision for Cleveland week 1 where we're just smoking their ass like 24-0. And
I like that vision.
And you just, since it's in Cleveland, I want so badly for their fans to be like, shut door. Because
you know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen.
Just get an early lead, and that whole place is going to implode.
Early lead and shut the freaking door. Right?
Yes. Exactly. Just give them no hope, man. Just
It's Cleveland. What kind of hope do they have anyway? Come on now.
Don't give them hope. That's what I mean. It's game 1. There'll be hope. They'll be fired up. They'll be excited. They'll be thinking they're going to the Super Bowl.
We got Joe Flacco. He's 57 years old. His arm might fall off, but we're going to kick your ass. Like, how much have you had to drink?
Miles Garrett, he signed back with us because he believed. No, you gave him $40 million.
I want to go win a Super Bowl. Here's $40 million. Super Bowl ain't that important.
Just bury that. You can bury that whole team week 1 for the season. You really could.
Yes, exactly.
It's that fragile. That whole franchise is that fragile.
And honestly, the thing is, if the Bengals go out there and do that, that bodes well for dominating in this season. That's the thing is, week 1 sets the tone for the whole season. You go out there and I don't care if the Browns are the worst team in football. You treat them like like we should have treated the Patriots last year. We should have buried them week 1. You go out there, you bury the Browns, that just gets your confidence going and you just take off from there. I'm down for it. I like it. Let's do it. All right.
I'm excited, man. I'm ready for football. I mean, literally, next Sunday, the Bengals will be playing regular season football.
Look, my dog Burrow's even excited. He's barking about it. All right, on that note, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Dale, thank you as always for coming on, dude. Get Reissner on here. I'm like, I want my boys on here. That's why I said.
Yeah, I was in the middle, dude. I was in the middle of a treadmill session after work, and because Dustin had said, should we do a pop-up show with just practice squad and this? And I was like, we could probably save all that till Friday's show. I'm on a treadmill, and I look, and I got this message from Jordan Schultz, mass tweet that he sent out, and it says Dalton Reissner is signing with the Bengals. I had to look at it I'm like, I'm trying to fucking not fall when I'm on the treadmill. I'm trying not to fall because I'm fat. If I fall, it's over.
I was like, yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And then I'm calling Dustin while I'm like, I'm on the treadmill, but we should probably do a show now. And I just said, all right, treadmill's over. Fold that sumbitch back up. I'm going to get a 6-pack of beer and let's do a pop-up show. Then you invited me on your idea. Let's keep this running.
I was like, well, I had the whole thing set up. I had the show set up. I had the thumbnail. I had it scheduled and everything. I was going to do, practice squad. I'm like, I don't know what I was talking about today. Then 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, bam, Dalton Reissner. I'm going, oh my God.
It's just
everything.
It's the right move because whether he starts week 1 or not, it's depth. Right. It's a veteran. It's a guy who's been there, done that, and played at a high level. If we have concerns about Lucas Patrick, I feel so much better. Hey, halfway through the game, week 1, Lucas Patrick's struggling or he's dinged up, injured. I don't have to put a rookie Jalen, and I believe in Jalen Rivers. Don't get it twisted.
Me too.
But having Dalton Reissner as a veteran who's been there and done that in the NFL year after year, I feel really good. That was a great move and just something to really get us excited about the season.
And by the way, I tagged Dalton Reissner on Twitter on this too, so hopefully he's watching. So, hi Dalton, welcome to Cincinnati.
He probably tuned out already, but shout out Dalton Reissner.
Yeah,
Dalton Reissner's wife, whatever your name is. I'm sorry, I don't know your name yet, but
I followed you now.
I'll go. Yeah, I will go and watch your TikToks or whatever that was. You're supporting the Bengals. You guys are happy to be here, and we're happy to have you.
Exactly. Dale, on that note, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Any parting words of wisdom for Who Dey Nation before I let you get the hell out of here?
No, but go support your boy. And I don't like to do this. You're usually saying you got anything, but Cincy Jungle. I'm putting out a lot of articles for Cincy Jungle.
Yes.
Writing for Cincy Jungle now. I'm so honored to have the opportunity. Someone lets me put my dumbass thoughts on paper. I mean, they have to edit a lot of it because I
like the Bengal. Oh.
Yeah, and then they put an article out. I like the Bengals and submit it and let them edit it into an actual article. It's crazy.
No, you do it. Hey, this dude does a great job. I'm glad he's doing it. I've been pushing him for years. I'm like, dude, you know what you're talking about. So I'm glad the Godfather Anthony Kazenza was able to hook you up. So,
Josh, do you drink beer, Josh? Because
yes.
I need someone to come on the show and drink beer besides me because no one drinks beer. So it's like, yes, come on, Bengals and Brews either way. But I'm saying come on a Friday and drink some beers with me. Some rum. Meet Rumdale. Because that's not me. Rumdale's a different guy.
Gosh, I don't know if you want to meet Rumdale or not. Rumdale start talking some OnlyFans and porn and strip clubs.
Love to have you, man. Love to have you on the show again, Josh. You're the man. Everyone check his stuff out too.
There you go. He drinks beer, almost anything. There you go. He was feeling pretty good Saturday. What's up? You heard.
Thank you for having me on,
Josh. It's gonna be on Dale's show.
The Brews. Yeah, anytime, brother. Anytime you message me, we would do 3:30 shows. So if you can't do 3:30 shows, we can work out another time. But if you want to come on anytime on a 3:30, hey, we got a show Friday. We do Mondays and Fridays at 3:30 on Bengals and Brews. Man, everybody check it out or don't. Honestly, I won't be offended if you don't. I get it. A lot of Bengals content, a lot of good Bengals content. So
I barely ever watch it. So.
Yeah, find the show you like, the vibes you like, And there's
Go
nothing
with
wrong
it.
with that. Yeah.
Exactly. Go with it. Go with what you like.
Thanks,
what I
Chef.
like? You know what I like? Dalton Reissner, Dalton Reissner, Dalton Reissner, Dalton Reissner, Dalton Reissner. We got Dalton Reissner. We got a guard. We got an offensive line. Oh, yeah. I don't know how
Joe
to
Burrow's
end this now.
healthy. Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the league. Chase Brown is really good. I hope our defense don't suck.
I love you. See ya.
Love you too.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know why we did that. I'm just excited, man. We got Noah Fan. We got Trey Anderson. We got Dalton Reissner. We got dude. Oh, my God. If our defense, yes, Daddy, we are silly. We are silly. If our defense is anywhere close to being what the Super Bowl defense was, y'all are in trouble. What do you mean you glad you missed it, Josh? You could have been vibing with us. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You follow me on all those, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. I will be pulling a sound of it later on tonight. Put on the podcast. It's on Beanpod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Do me a favor, listen to it, and then rate, like, and review, and leave a comment and a 5-star review so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Shout out to my show sponsors, and they are.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
And one more thing before you guys go, I haven't been able to get the graphics up yet, but we are doing the pregame experience, best day brewery pregame experience at the Moorline Lager House. We'll be doing after 3 hours before every single Bengals home game. Now, tickets are only $50. That includes all your food, all your drink, gratuity, all that cool stuff. Let's see here. You get sports trivia from yours truly. It's going to be fun. Bloody Mary bar or margarita bar, depending on day or night game. Food. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be me, you, a whole bunch of Bengals fans. We had a great time last year. Now, this year it's downstairs in the beer garden, so you'll be able to see us. It's going to be an awesome time. So make sure you guys go to Moorline Lager House and click on the event page. I got to get it up on my Facebook page still. But click on the event page and again, shout out to Moorline Lager House. Also, don't forget the 9 for 9, September 9th, we're doing the Joe Burrow Foundation 9 for 9. I'll be doing a show down there at Moorline Lager House from 5:30 to 7:30. The Bengals all-time leading scorer, Jim Breach, will be there. Bearcat, Final Four members, Terry Nelson and Corey Blunt will be there. Come on down, join us, get your reservation. That is pinned to the top of my Facebook page. So you guys can get reservations for that. Show starts at 5:30, goes to 7:30. 9% of all the food proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Foundation. I think that's everything. This has been a fun show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry for the silliness and the dancing, but I'm just excited. I'm a Bengal fan. I'm a Cincinnati fan. If you can't be excited now, then when the hell are you going to be excited? Remember one thing and one thing only. That is Who Dey for life. Throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.